We bought tens of thousands of e-waste inductors from a VRM component factory to make our next product on store.gamersnexus.net, which is 2 full sets of tabletop gaming dice, one with inductors embedded within, and the other set with GN, CEO, and Chief Cat Officer Snowflake commanding the dice from within. She ensured we had a miniature cat made in her exact likeness. Each model of the dice comes with custom-made large wooden boxes, roll trays, cards, and DM RNG treasure tables that I wrote. These are in stock and shipping right now from store.gamersnexus.net to help fund our next year of in-depth testing. Each dice set comes with 7 sharp-edged tabletop gaming dice, including a D20, D12, D10, D percentile, D8, D6, and D4. Based on each dice set, there's also an included card in the spirit of MTG. And a high-quality custom wooden dice box. The box we designed in CAD features an engraved GN Alchemy logo with electrical and computer symbols surrounded by a circuit trace. Its lid flips to become an integrated fabric-lined roll tray, with the interior of the dice box featuring an inner wooden lining to make access easy, using foam on the top and bottom to protect everything in transit. The natural wood grains and colors also show through in the wood boxes, leading to a variety of colors and tones in the kits. It also has these exterior latches we added and magnets whose properties we still don't understand to help keep it secure in transit. And there are 2 sets that we're launching today. So there's the Inductor set with a Goblin Creature Token card that Andrew and I made. And then we also have the Snowflake set with a probably overpowered Snowflake card that I designed. I mean, she's the CEO, so, you know. The Inductor set includes e-waste inductors from a factory that was extremely confused as to why we wanted to buy a product they mismanufactured for another client. The text on the dice is carefully selected copper color to match the brilliant copper wire coloring of the Inductor. The Inductor set comes with a 1/1 foil Goblin token card that could be playable in Magic as a third-party Goblin token, depicting a cyberpunk goblin unsafely jamming a fork into an outlet, discovering that this combination makes an excellent weapon. The Snowflake card is a play on the Heedless One elf card from Onslaught back in 2002, which is the year I started playing Magic. My mom actually did the pencil drawing of Snowflake by hand on the card, which resembles what can only be described as a true CEO portrait. Now, both of our lawyers are Magic players who have competed in major venues, which is convenient because they've both assured me that this is well within legal bounds. However, sadly, neither of them has yet become a Magic the Gathering judge. As a certified judge of Magic the Gathering...
I'm not a Magic judge.
Okay.
I'm actually quite bad with the rules of Magic, which is ironic as an attorney.
So they were not able to comment on the legality in actual sanctioned tournament play. To maximize the size of the Inductor and the snowflakes embedded, these dice are a little larger than average. They are resin, sharp-edged dice. The higher quality sharp edges help with randomness and overall build quality, which also helps counter some of the natural weighting from embedding a component. For testing, I personally performed thousands of dice rolls, both by semi-automated machine and manually, and logged a probability distribution for each value, and we ultimately found typical variance roll to roll considering human factors for the dice I tested. This was also part of an endurance test that we ran for wear testing, and that'll be in a separate technical discussion with Wendell about our test process. His machine will help us do even more rolls in the meantime, using machine learning and pattern recognition to log results rather than the current semi-manual data entry method I'm using. Finally, for anyone buying the signed versions from the store, we're randomly mixing in 60 boxes that Andrew signed with me for each model, so you might get an additional signature. Andrew's done all the 3D animations and videos lately and made the Goblin card and templates. For the signed variant Snowflake dice, we're also mixing in several that Snowflake will be signing alongside me with the cat-safe ink with her actual paw print. Now, we're not going to have a lot of these because, real talk, anyone who has a cat knows how basically impossible it is to get them to do anything. So we'll be mixing them in at random for the first week of orders. You might be asking, but why? So as for why dice, I grew up playing a lot of different types of games. It's mostly on the video gaming side, a lot of RTS, MMOs, and then also a ton of tabletop games. And so actually the first web forum I built was for my 2 gaming groups. One was for Age of Empires, and the other one was for D&D and Magic the Gathering. And then that forum became the GamersNexus website that we have today. And that led to the YouTube channel focusing on PC gaming and hardware. It actually all started, though, from a group playing Age of Empires and D&D 3.5 together. It's really just something I wanted to make, because it's been a long road from Age of Empires, D&D, and Magic to a technical website covering computer hardware. So we've gone full circle now, back to basically the beginning. This year, we rolled out major testing from our acoustic chamber. We've published our megacharts pages for long-term CPU data going back to 2017, our cooler megacharts, and power consumption charts. And all of those are free of third-party ads and paid for by our store. We also overhauled case testing, added 3D laser scan testing for cold plates, and updated our CPU game suite. Audience support makes that happen, and we try to sell things that are actually useful for people whenever possible. So the dice are on store.gamersnexus.net. They're in stock and shipping now, and I'm going to stop this video here. I really try to avoid flooding the videos with ads in general. We only do the single placement at the start, and that also counts for self-promotion, so I try to limit it. I sincerely appreciate the patience of everyone who is tolerating us putting up an upload slot of our own thing. I am really excited about this, so thank you for letting me use the video slot for that. And this is one, like I said, it helps drive the technical reviews that I know you all come here for, the deep dives, the investigations, and this is also just something I think is really cool, and it's one of the most sort of complicated manufacturing projects we've had. So thank you all for your ongoing support and for checking out the dice. If you're interested in them, you can pick them up on store.gamersnexus.net. And either way, we're gonna have a lot of technical stuff coming up. So I've got a few videos rendered on CPUs, cases, and news going up in the immediate future. Check back for those. Check back for the Wendell collaboration, and we'll see you all next time.